If not now, then when? If not now, then when? How many of you are waiting for the right moment to do something you've always wanted to do? Be honest. And I'd love for you to put some thoughts into the chat. Um, what have you been thinking about doing for years or even decades that you are waiting for right now in this moment to do? What's the first thing that comes to your mind for you? It can be a big thing, it can be a small thing. Maybe if you've even been thinking about moving across the country or overseas. Or maybe you've been wanting to take some painting or dance lessons. Maybe you've been thinking about quitting your job and moving full time into your side hustle. That'd be fun. Or you've been waiting for the perfect time to launch your life and wellness coaching program. Mm-hmm. The list of possibilities is endless. Places you've always wanted to travel, a Broadway show you've wanted to see, right? A Broadway show you've wanted to see, a reconnection with a strange family member. Just pop some things into the chat so I can see what's coming to the forefront of your mind. I talk every day with people who aren't quite where they want to be in life. And my work as someone who removes inherited emotional DNA and other subconscious blocks allows me to get deep into the motives and the desires of a person. I have the privilege of diving deep into with people and fleshing out their purpose, their heart's desire, and all the fears that are standing in their way. After working with thousands of different people over the world with different capacities and capabilities, I do it in one-on-one private, group, retreat settings, and from stage. I've noticed a similar pattern in people who aren't yet where they want to be or aren't feeling right. They feel like there's more for them. They're all waiting for something to change in their life before they take the steps forward, something that they've been wanting to do or become. They're waiting for this to happen. Some are waiting for the kids to get older. Some are waiting until their house is paid off. Some are waiting until they complete training. Some are waiting to lose weight or to get into better shape. Some are waiting, right, for someone else to give them permission and receive affirmation from those closest to them before they do what they know is right for them. Yeah, yep, it's a real thing. Mm-hmm. People constantly put their life on hold for years and sometimes decades. Yeah. Now, just to be clear, I am not talking about people who are taking slow steps towards their goals and they have a few more steps to take, so to speak. Like if your goal is to travel the world and you've been intentionally putting money away extra each month to pay off your house so that you can do that, that's not what I'm talking about here. No, I'm talking about people who have taken zero or little action towards something that they desire, and they are using one thing or another as an excuse to not step forward because they have unrecognized fear patterns stopping them in their tracks. A good example is a woman, yes, I'm going to talk specifically to women here, who have a desire to help a specific type of people or group of people through a coach, a health and wellness program, right? You know who you are. And so they're waiting for that perfect time to launch. They think about it, they dream about it, they talk about it, they research about it on the internet, they talk to family and friends. They might even get a domain for a website or start playing with a logo design. Maybe they have completed a certification that could help others. They have personal experience that they could help others. But are they helping others? Nope. And why? Oh, there's thousands of reasons why. I don't have enough experience. I need more training. The economy, for heaven's sakes. I'm not tech savvy. Nobody wants to pay me for what I'm offering. There's already too many of us in the space. My family isn't supportive. I don't have time. I need to get in better shape first so I look better on camera. Oh, I've heard it all. I've heard these and more. But you know what I actually hear when they are saying these things to me? I hear I'm scared. I hear I'm scared if people will judge me. I'm scared I'll fail. I'm scared I'll be successful. My friends will be jealous. You need new friends. I'm scared people will think I'm an imposter. I'm scared that I actually can't help somebody's problem. I'm scared because I can't control the outcomes. I'm scared I'll lose money that I could have put somewhere else and my family needs. You see, dear ones, fear is the biggest thing that stands between us and the desires of our heart. Mhm. And fear is easily hidden under seemingly legitimate reasons to delay moving forward. But when you don't move forward, we're stagnant. You're right. When we don't move forward, we are stagnant. We stop growing. We stop learning. There was a time in my own life when I was waiting for the perfect moment to do what I do, to share my gifts with the world, and start helping people clear inherited emotional DNA. I had all the same kinds of excuses why I wasn't ready to launch, some of the ones I mentioned above. But the truth of the matter was, there was never going to be a perfect time because I was living in fear. You see, I had been told my whole life that my gifts were unacceptable, that because of the gifts of insight I had, I would not be accepted by the normal mainstream people. I believed I wasn't safe being me. I believed no one would be my friend if I was me. And even worse, I believed that they would judge me negatively and that I would be alone. Mhm. It took an accident that almost claimed my life. I had a near death experience to help me realize that I was wasting time waiting for a perfect moment that would never arrive. It took a moment, right? It took a moment when I thought my life was ending for me to realize that I hadn't started living yet. Do you ever feel that way? I haven't really started living yet. I hadn't stepped into my purpose. I hadn't said yes to using my gifts and talents to help others because I was consumed with my own fears of judgment and limitations. All the what ifs were occupying my every waking moment of my life and the day, and the reasons that I gave myself for not stepping out were logical and reasonable, just like they are for you. But if you're waiting for all the logical, reasonable responses to disappear before stepping into what you desire, you will be waiting a lifetime. You will be waiting forever. You will be waiting for guarantees that will never arrive. I tell you this because someone who is listening today is waiting for that perfect moment to step into their purpose, and everything around them, right, is telling them in that internal feeling is it's time. But they can't hear it because the fears and beliefs, and many of them are unconscious, that are holding them back. So if that's you, this is your time, this is your sign to stop wasting time worrying about what others might be thinking or wondering, if you're going to be successful, if you're not going to get the whole vision of how it's going to all come together, because that is the truth. We are never shown the end from the beginning. You will never know all the steps that you need to take. You will never have a guarantee that what it looks like here is going to look like there. But, okay, because that guarantee isn't going to happen. We don't get to guarantees on what will work exactly how we want or how we can expect it. So taking action towards your heart desire, could it really disrupt your life? Yeah, it could. But it's only when you take the first step that the next step will be revealed to you. There's so much beauty and abundance waiting for you on the other side of fear. So the biggest question I want to leave you with is, if not now, then when? I have a very popular program. It's a 3-part audio system called Fear into Action that you simply plug into both ears and go about your day. You can sit in Zen mode if you want, but it's not required. You can put them in and fall asleep to them. The point is it works with the subconscious. And the first audio is called Letting Go of Inherited Fear of Vulnerability, Judgment, and Criticism. These are fears that manifest in people through the fear of being themselves, owning their truth. And the result is that they can feel insecure about relationships with others. They are often people pleasers who will not step out of line even if it is compromising their own truth. If this describes you, I will recognize your value and ground you in the foundation of safety and security. The second audio is releasing the fear of being seen, known, and heard. These types of fears are usually lurking in the background of those with issues with public speaking or being in positions of leadership and expertise. I want you to embrace these things. If this is you, I will help you find your voice and the ability to lead and teach with conviction. You will begin to build upon the foundation of courage and strength. And the third audio is increasing confidence and embracing authenticity. Everybody has incidences in their life where they have that have led them to lack confidence. The problem is when we let these isolated incidences define us and determine our future course of action, yeah, that's the problem. I will help you identify the fierce lies from the past that said you are not enough and replace those beliefs with the knowledge that you have infinite value. And it is in your divine right to feel confident, to, to have an income and a stream of income doing something that you love. If this speaks to you, I had my team take $100 off this series. You'll own it, okay? Doing it, there's no homework in it except for you listen to these audios. And it'll take you about 3 weeks to do. 1, 2, and 3. If you follow it, as I say, as I give the directions on it. And it's a program you'll own, and you can come back anytime you feel like you are being held in fear, as it'll release another layer and it will allow it to go deeper each time. It's called the Fear of Action, Fear into Action, and I'll put the link in below. It's regularly $297. Um, I've helped a lot of business owners with it. I've helped a lot of people step into their next level of life, and I've helped a lot of people get out of fear through this. And so if it feels good to you, I'll put it in the comment and you can take action. So it'll be $197. Fear, when we get rid of fear, it's a game changer in our life. And fear lurks in the background. So if you're sitting there going, I don't have fear, I promise you that fear shows up in really unique ways. Like one way I talked away tonight is how it shows up in the reasons we come up and the excuses we come up and as to why we're not taking action in something. And the thing is, there's always some truth in that, right? Yes, you always could use money to support the family or give to a child. There's truth in that. But it also is true that you're holding yourself back. And I love empowering people. I love getting people out of fear. It's something that feeds my soul. Yeah, probably because I lived so long in it in my own life. And I'm so grateful that that isn't my life story anymore. Sending you lots of love. I'm grateful you're here with me. And put in the comments, what is something that you've been wanting to do? What is something that that if you could do, you would do it, right? I'm interested in anything really. Have you wanted to travel somewhere? I'm also very deeply curious about life purpose because life purpose drives us. Life purpose feeds our soul. And life purpose can change in your life, by the way, right? So if you've been doing something and it feels like it's time for change, hear the call, right? We're going into the age of Aquarius. It's a big deal, by the way. It's a big deal. And so if you're feeling that call and you're feeling those urges for change, let me help you, okay? I'll come in and respond to your comments. I always do. I do all my responding. And if you, yeah, I do all my responding. I just want you to know that. All right, sending you love. Bye.